right back after these messages. And now we're back. Alright, it looks like it might have been back for a bit. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. I'm just here so I don't get fined. It's as simple as that. It's a non-fining experience that I seek. Much like Marshall Mathers. He too was just here, so he didn't get fined. Oh shit, man, I hate that. Like, you fat finger a button on this thing, and it brings up nothing but embarrassing stuff about yourself. Boom! Oh, well, it's supposed to go slow. Let me do the slow thing. I love the slow shit. There we go. Guys, welcome into a very unusual stream time for myself. Starting up at the ripe old time of 11 p.m. That's 2300 hours. For my Euro mates. Well, actually, I think most of the whole world uses military time. I think America is like the only one. America really has like a bad habit of dragging the rest of the fucking planet behind us. Whether it be how clocks are going to display, or how how we measure. I always feel like we're kind of doomed with what we're rocking right now. Before I forget, let me turn the AC down. Just remembered. I didn't do that before the stream. Go for chilly mode. So it's gonna get hot up in this room. Hot up in this piece. It's good to see everybody. I hope good to see Lobster Chung, really. So far, no one else, I believe, has made themselves noticed, which is cool. I'm totally down to be semi-underground. I like that. Damn it. This pot is like a fucking dumb shit. I love that sweep. God, I love that sweep. You know, really like those filter sweeps like that where they, yeah, like this. And then I'll try to do it back. All those little harmonics that are getting banged in there. I love it because it kind of reminds me of oh, it's not the hurdy-gurdy. What the hell's that thing called? There's it's used in a lot of sci-fi and horror movies, and it's, you know, it's up there with the bowed symbol and stuff like that, but it makes these kind of chromatic note shifts as it moves down, but they're still harmonics. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I think I could get it more if I looked at it on a FFT or something, but it I love it because it sounds like and like I would if I was doing like a horror soundtrack, I would sneak at least I mean, that first part, let that sit for a little longer. That's sci-fi horror movie suspense material. I mean, I'm already biting my nails just thinking about it. Like, oh, will they, won't they? The aliens destroy the people or the monsters. Guys, if you don't notice these 808s riding around, let's go. SynthON 808 is on. The amazing and incredible open set is jamming right now. After that, he's going to raid into Antler Jones, and then Antler Jones is going to take their flying synth all the way over to here. And then we'll go see, we'll hang out here for an hour and a half, and then we'll go hit up Mr. Magoo. Super diving on it. Aliens. Wish I had like crazy curly hair. Aliens. I actually have a friend of mine. We fixed his bass amp, but he never went on camera. But we fixed his bass amp, and he's got like really kind of goofy hair like that guy, like kind of crazy, and it's dark, and he kind of has the same facial structure. So like I think for Halloween he dressed up as that guy and just went like alien over and over. I think he might have made like a sign that says aliens, and it was like on his shirt or something, and he'd just be like that, and he could be a meme. It was pretty good. His name's Damon. He's a phenomenally talented bassist. Every project I've ever seen him in, every band that he's ever worked in, top. And he's gone anywhere from, so the first time I met him, he was in a band that was like a sort of super group of all these other metal industrial bands here in Phoenix. Because back in like the late 90s, this was a pretty dope scene. And so you had this kind of super group, and he played the bass in that since. And then he went back to his old band, which was a metal band in the 90s called N17. And he played with them, did that for a while, and then the drummer and him went off, and I don't know if they formed it or started it, or I don't know the exact how it came to pass, but they went to, well, shit, man. They went and had this band called Hogjaw, which is still available, I believe. They're still out, and it's like a southern rock sort of band. Like there's a lot of elements of country, and you know, there's a big country element to it, but it has a really, really good rock and roll basis. So it's I don't know. I think it's phenomenal. I like Hogjaw stuff. I like their 2 albums that I have of theirs. I haven't listened to them in a while, but I should pop them in sometime just to see. Hey, let's go. We got Baloo. Hey, you. How you doing, mate? Oh, we should stop this from tuning. This is in the tuning mode song. I think we're all tuned in. Yeah, sounds tuney to me. Let's put it in music mode. That debatably is not better. Here we go. That's a little cooler. How's your day been? My day hasn't been too bad. I've still been I've been a little bit sick like the last few days. I mentioned this on the last stream. Not to get personal, but it's like gas pain, you know? So I just had this like abdominal pain for the last couple days, but I think it's over. I've just kind of been waiting it out. You know, it's not bad enough to where you feel like you need to go to the doctor. But if I still have it tomorrow, I'm going to just make an appointment because I'm like, man, what if it's something else? And I'm just being like really tough. I don't know. So, but you know, most of the day I've just been taking care of business, hanging out, and I took a nice big nap because I knew we were going to be up late tonight. And we're going to, because I messed up the time, I thought it was 1 p.m., not 1 a.m., we'll still be able to stream tomorrow. I don't really have a good excuse not to. So I'm going to have to I'll tear these lights and move everything around and set it up for tomorrow. And we'll do the lab. Oh, speaking of which, if anyone cares, I don't know if you do, but if anyone cares, I've been watching the streams, watching our repairs. So get this, that ultra mega fancy power strip thing that we had, well, it worked for a little while and then it went right back to doing what it's doing before. So we're gonna have to take that out and service that. And then of course, the Roland JXP, I'm pretty confident from my research that chip is dead, but we'll need to verify that. I want to contact the creator or whatever, the person that makes that, and contact them and say like, hey, I'm pretty sure this chip is dead. You know, here's these things. I tested all this. I can't see data going across, and it just acts like it's dead. And one of two things I'm hopefully they'll be able to do, which is one, if they might be able to send me the code, and I could just reflash a chip, but I very, very much expect them to not want to be down with that, because I mean that's proprietary, and that's kind of that's their ace card, is that code. And if I were to take that card from them, I could just go and do it, and there'd be no recourse for them. So I totally respect them not wanting to do that if that's the case. But I'm gonna see like I'm gonna offer an alternate of, well, can you flash the chip and mail it to me at my expense? I'll pay for the cost of the chip. I'll pay for your labor. That's fine, and I'll pay for the shipping. What would you charge for that? How bad is that? And then hopefully it won't be too painful. It's coming out of Australia, so that's one of the main issues. But if that's the case, then if it's within my range, I'll just do it and take care of it, and then I'll contact the client. It's a good friend of mine, and he pays me in ways other than money, so I don't really care. Like, as far as I'm concerned, this is just part of the deal of them bringing it and everything to me, and I'm sure I'll get a couple of extra nugs of yumminess. Yo! Lobster saw a sketchy ad for semiconductors online and bought them. Decided the risk is worth 33 pounds of silicon-controlled rectifiers. Jesus Christ. Second volcano is about to blow. Five levels, welcome in. Fragile! Late night stream. Yeah, so I screwed up. I got 1 p.m. and 1 a.m. confused. I know. I was bound to do it one day. Like, everybody has done that on SynthON in the past, or SynthFest as it used to be known. And I always kind of like pointed and laughed. Ha ha! And now I'm just pointing at myself like, God, oh well. They will want your firstborn, yeah. I don't have any kids, and I won't be doing that ever. So that bargaining chip is off the table. Cannot comply. Exactly, it's a bonus stream. I don't know. I had to slow things down a little bit in July, and I feel like we could get some other news. There we go. I felt like I had to kind of cut things back a little bit in July, and I felt a little bit. I feel like I was subtracting a little bit from y'all, so I was like, you know what? When August comes around, I'm gonna give you guys 110%. I've got a lot of the things that were really holding me back. I've got them in a nice place so I can deal with them better, and they weren't eating up my time. And things are getting smooth. You know, we're tweaking the machine, and so I really just don't have an excuse. If I can, I can. And then I really think my vacation that I've been wanting for so long is going to come this September when I go to NobCon. As long as I don't have a kidney stone. I'm really worried I may have kidney stone. I don't know. Just worried that's how this would go down. That's what this abdomen pain would be something terrible like that. No kids that I know of? No, I absolutely do not have any children. There is 0 children, 0 Sid Juniors or little cities out there anywhere. Period, full stop, done. Unless my boys were taken without my knowledge. That's the only way. Yeah. Well, prior to in the months, and we're going to be going to the road again soon. So it's kind of annoying, but whatever. It is what it is, right? You just gotta fucking deal with shit, and, you know, just process it, get it working for you, move on. That's a good idea. No kidney stones. Can't have kidney stones if you don't have kidneys. There we go. Well, we should have an IRL stream this Saturday. I'm gonna go to Game On. No way! Oh shit! I forgot the delay.
User gifted a tier 1 sub to Monkey Haha 69.
Wait, what the fuck? Are you? Whoa!
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to
Anonymous! Are you? You kidding? 5 gifted subs? Yo, Anonymous, you're ledge. Thank you. Thank you so very much. That's so cool of you. So very cool of you. Who did we get on the list here? Oh, scheisse. I forgot the. Let me grab this. Let's see. We got mouse. What? Oh. What the hell? There it goes. What? Who? 5 levels. Monkey. Monkey haha. Bonus creature, Lobster Chung, and Mana 909 all getting subs out of that. Whoa! Again, thank you very much, Anonymous. That is super cool. I'd not expected in any way, shape, or form, too. So, Wow. Yeah, yeah, big hearts. Big hearts. The fivers are really, really something. Really something. Wow, yeah, I did not expect that. That's wild. Cool. And I don't know what to say. Now you got the meat pile. The pile of meat too. Wow. I forgot what I was talking about. That was pretty good though. It's a good kind of distraction. Connie and the Arvo. Your kidneys don't work at all? Is that what you're saying? That is, yeah, that's definitely worse. What's that spooky sound? Love it. Let me see if I can do a little bit of bass on here. I haven't checked the bass. I turned everything on to let it warm up, but I didn't do any checky checks. Cause kinda sounds weird. I feel like this bass doesn't have any but. No wonder this battery is dead. Oh wait, I think this knob got messed with. Waiting for, I know, right? Hey, look at it this way. At least it's not the more, like if you really want to go for the edging experience, Baloo, buy the PCBs for, no. Download and print up the PDFs on it. Get the PCBs. Then get 70% of the components, and then get the 20 more percent of the components, and then the last 10 you finally get in the mail, and then you plug it in and it doesn't work. No. No kidneys, no peeing. There you go. You can really go the mileage. Oh, we're in E? That's cool. I don't know what. Yeah, but I don't bring this up very much because I don't want to scare people away. Sometimes they screw up and they don't send you the right stuff, and you don't realize it, and it takes you a while Or you're just like, man, where did that cap go? Where did that cap go? And then you kind of watch all the video footage of it, because you, or me, and then you realize that they never sent you that cap. Like, you went through and inventoried it and counted everything out, and that wasn't there. Or you thought it was it, but it wasn't it. But honestly, that's pretty rare. And I can tell you companies that I've had that experience with. So if you wanted to avoid those companies, I will help. Actually, unfortunately, one of my favorite companies out of Australia, well, one of the few companies I know out of Australia that does DIY, LB Designs, is one of those companies. Like, I've gotten 2 LB kits, and they were fucking really dumb shit that was really driving me nuts. And I still never got one thing working. And as far as I can tell, it's baked in. The problem's baked into it. It's not anything I did. And then yeah, that's right, because I asked him. He's like, yeah, I never could really get that to work. But that's LB's designs. Like, if you do, I know Ken Stone has his stuff on there. But, and the website's really pissed, too. I don't know. I'm not trying to crap on him. I like that he does what he does, but it's not my first recommendation. Dual ultrasonic oscillator? I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, the website is painful. And it's worse, like, I have to go to the old website, and that one's even old. That's, oh god, the archive or whatever. I haven't gone there lately. He may have gotten rid of it. But yeah, they're not my first choice. I'm not saying it's bad. Go ahead and, just be forewarned. And I've had a couple of bad experiences. So if you start to notice something, don't think it's your fault. Kind of lean into, oh, I think they might have forgot this. And you'll be fine. It's not the worst. And they do have a lot of super, super unique things. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, there's just some wonkiness. I'm not, again, I'm not trying to down on the guys. Like, LV's one of those ones where I'm like, man, that one, I don't recommend. Especially for first-timers. Yeah, definitely not for first-timers. So what notes are we doing here? We're doing E, there's E and a G, and there's an A in there. There's a C. What the fuck's the C doing in there? Ain't no reason for no C. There's E. There's C. And there's A. I thought there was G in there. I guess you could slip G in. I'm trying to pretend like I'm actually good at this. doing the wrong hands. I can do it on the other ones. No, it's hard to do that one. There we go, there we go. Ah, man. You know what sucks? Your left hand. Like, oh my god. It's got to get ripped before I can really do that. Got to get one of those little thingies. The grippers. There's a linear mod and a logarithmic mod, a ring mod, and a high pass out and in. And oh, really? I don't think I've looked at that. I'll have to check into that, mate. Thank you. Also got a phase sync for both oscillators. Just need to have the tongue too. There you go. I could probably do that. Or wait, yeah, no. I saw, you know, oh wait, are you talking about, I saw, I watch a lot of nerdy guitar stuff, and there's one with Steve Vai. Steve Vai comes up a lot. I kind of like the guy. He's a pretty cool dude. And he's talking about how he does this trick, and he's basically, and then he just runs his tongue along the edge of the string while he's doing the hammer pulls, and it acts like a harmonic, so you're just like, well, I can't do it, but yeah, left pinky strength, exactly. Well, that's one thing I like about getting into the bass, is that you have to use your pinky. And it's gotten me much better at that. You know, I've played guitar for a long time, and I've never been really good with my pinky, unless I need it for a chord. But most of the time I'm using just the first three. And I think I brought this up before. That's literally now how I judge like a bassist. If I'm watching a bass player play and their pinky is hidden, or it's off this, or it's way up high, it's off the play field, and the fretboard. If it's off the fretboard and it's just like that the whole time and never gets there, like I get, sometimes you don't need to if you're just going. But if it never does, I kind of consider that bassist kind of like how I was before I really took this instrument and tried to open up a can of whoop ass. Yeah. I don't think I can do that on the... Well, I can. So I think I could do it with my pinky, though. Yeah, let me do it with the ring. Actually... And I think it's just a matter of muscle control. Man, my arm lights up when I start doing this too much. All right. Should get a little bit going here. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, yeah, it's not. Let's, I feel like that's too fast. Weird because it's like a 3-note loop. Tune major and minor keys. You know, I saw a really cool video from Victor Wooten. Basically, I didn't have a chance. I just saw the video and I was like, oh no shit, that makes sense. So he was talking about the relationship between a minor and a major, and he pointed out if you know the number of sharps or flats in the minor of it, then the major is whatever adds up to 7. So if there's 3, then the major has 4. And it's always like that. And it's because, you know, if you look at 12-tet, if you look at it, let me make sure I'm right about this. Yeah, there's seven notes. But I'm not very good at knowing my majors and minors. Not in an academic sense. So I didn't get a chance to test it out, but I'm sure you can find that video for it. He basically, in classic Victor Wooten style, he goes, music theory is easy. You don't even need to know it. You don't need to know music theory. You don't need to know that. All you need to know is that the number 7 is what it has to add up to. How many minors are in the key of E flat? That's correct. Now, how many are in a major? Don't know, do you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what? That's 4. There's 4, and that's 3. There you go. I was like, I love this man. He just takes so many things that have always been very daunting for me and just breaks them into very intuitive ways. And then also his total play style is brilliant. One of his things I love is from one of those little deals, little tech things he does, is he goes, I don't have to be perfect. That's nice. He's like, I don't have to be perfect I don't have to know what notes. If I get the wrong note, I know that the note right next to it, either way, is going to fit. So if I hit the wrong note, I know that I can just quickly slide, and now it sounds like some fucking cool accent I meant to do. And that's really been nice in my bass playing, because when I do hit those jazz notes, I quickly like try to slide out and try to get out of that bad move and go, oh yeah, not that guy. And oh wait, you know what sounds kind of cool? I think I'm gonna keep it in. The sixth note. Yeah, I don't. I really just, I need more Victor Wooten magic. But I'm always playing with a robot. What's Goofy guy?
Goofy does a stand.
Oh man, did it not. Is that an even number? That doesn't work. So weird. I hate these stupid pots. They're all dried up. What if I could play behind my back? I don't really look at the fretboard. I do kinda a little bit. Let me see if I can find the notes. I can find cooler notes. Alright, enough of that. Apparently I do need to see. Alright, well actually, maybe use the right hand. Definitely out of new though. Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel like music theory is a lot of it anyways. And I mean, music theory encompasses a lot of things. It's like saying playing music, writing music. But with music theory, I kind of feel like if I were to really study it, like I go and take a class, something, it would be very similar to when I went and took guitar lessons. I've been playing guitar for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, just on my own, like trying to teach myself. And when I got to the teacher, I was pretty competent. I was pretty decent. And what he did was mostly teach me what the hell everything I was doing was called. Like, I didn't know that, you know, what a bar chord was. I just knew that, you know, it had all those, you know, on the tablature, it had all those frets pressed down, so obviously I got to do that with my finger. You know, it's kind of common sense, but I didn't know the names. I didn't know what a power chord was, or a fifth, aka a fifth. I didn't know scales. I just knew the solos, but I didn't know their true relationship. And so that was all really useful, but I forgot almost all of it. And then the more I got into scales, the more I learned it really doesn't matter. Unless I need to talk to somebody else about. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Ich machte 5 Bier und 79 Haken für. Nein. Wollen Sie Bier? Ja. Ja, Pops Blue Ribbon. Platz Blott. I don't know what ribbon is in German. Paps Blott Ribbon? Yeah, sehr good. Oh, by the way, Venus, since you know, you're Deutsch literate here. We came up with I made a little video about it and I put it out. I'm gonna put some more out, but it was kind of it was a pretty magical joke moment. So, somebody in chat said Germans are crazy, and we were just talking. And it wasn't like an insult or anything, but the Twitch has an auto mod function, and it took that and that statement, Germans are crazy, as needing to be modded. And I was like, what? And I looked and I was like, oh, that's funny. And I hit allow, and then I was like, wait a minute. Is automod German? Have we been spelling it wrong this whole time? Is it not A-U-T-O, but O-T-T-O? Is it auto? Yeah? Yeah, is the automod? Is that the thing? Yeah, da. Yeah, we do this. 4 beers? 5 beers? 5 beer. You made 5 beers? Oh, you want 5 beers and 99 chicken wings. Gotcha. I'm so bad with the grammar. Well, be careful with Otto. Ja, verrückt. Sí, Capitán. Alright. Let me get the old... I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here on... Oh, you know what? We don't even have half the voices in. I have these crazy clock divisions. Oh my gosh. Deutscher ist verlangt. I don't know. He doesn't like it when you say Germans are crazy. I haven't tested it out to see if it works for other countries and nationalities. If you could say Italians are crazy and it's like, nope, can't say that. That's rude. And Otto can also be an Italian name, can it? I don't think it's a very common one. What is this? This is going to that synth. Oh, no way! Today is getting cray-cray in a good way. Liz Vega? I know that name. I know that name. She, if I'm remembering right, she's a streamer. She plays the harp. And, yeah, I follow her channel. She's really cool. Well, that's cool. Well, I don't know if you're in the channel or whatnot, but thank you so much for the follow. If that's who I'm thinking of, I don't know, there could be more than one.
Me ride right to some of this? Yeah, boy. I don't know. It ain't exactly tight.
Mod is German. And the local news about Gen Con and 2 dudes stealing 300K worth of graphics card. Oh my god. Gen Con. I went to Game On. I'm going to Game On this weekend. No, Indianapolis. You know, I've never worked a gig in Indianapolis. Okay, I was thinking that was gonna happen. Guys, get your pants on. Take them off, put them on, take them back off, put them back on again, because things are getting crazy. Who's got none other than Liz Vega coming in with that piping hot, ready or not, got to stop with the big adopter to stop. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Guys. What a true honor. I saw the follow earlier. I'm a big fan of your stream, Liz Vega, by the way. Long-time lurker. True honor for you to come and raid our channel. Welcome in, raiders. Let's go. Looks like a spaceship. Close enough. We're on a DIY electronics stream. We actually build a lot of this stuff. In fact, tomorrow we'll be back in the lab. Today we're doing SynthON, which is a special raid train, and we're waiting for that to start in. And we're just getting tuned in and hanging out, playing the bass and playing that. Almost all of this is DIY. About half of it we've built on the stream. Our primary goal on the channel is to talk about synths, learn about soldering, and you know, get people into that because it's super fun. How was your stream? How did you? What did you guys do? He's built stuff too. Tube guitar pedals. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we're all about that. We're actually so tomorrow We have a Roland JX3P that we need to repair. Here, I'll show it real quick. Just see it. Don't think I'm lying. JX3P, and then, what else? I don't know, this weird power supply thing. I don't know. We've got a bunch of stuff to fix. I haven't thought that far ahead. I've just thought about now. Let me catch up on chat real fast here, and then we'll get some jams rolling here. Does the chat join in the building as well? Would love to learn. Absolutely. Our whole goal on this channel is to get you into this. Get you into this world. I highly recommend to a lot of people that come in, like the best first project is usually like a guitar pedal. Most people, you know, they come, either they play guitar, bass, or maybe they have a microphone or whatever, or a harp. And those are great things to build. Distortion pedal is probably the easiest one to build, but you can easily build a lot of different pedals out there. And it's really a fun experience. As far as soldering, most people, that's the biggest problem they have, and we're really big on trying to help people out with soldering, show them techniques, tricks, things to buy, things to avoid, stuff like that. Oh, and these guys down here, these are your stream avatars. Looks like a boss battle is about to erupt. Is it modeling? Maybe not. Maybe I missed it. Yeah, exclamation point join puts you in the game of games. Oh wait, I think there's a battle royale still going. So we might have to do that again. It's electronics instructor here. Love that stuff. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know anything about the science. I'm not really big in, I mean, I'd like to learn, but we don't really focus too much on that because I don't know anything. I don't know what to tell you. But a lot of this is just assembly. A lot of this is just being able to, I mean, put a jigsaw puzzle together. You can probably put a guitar pedal together. There's a few extra steps. The biggest hurdle I see in noobs is trying to figure out which parts to buy. Yeah, now there are kits out there that I highly recommend. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Back to back. Destroyed with Science coming in that piping hot, ready or not, ever gonna stop, because it won't stop. That's not how it happens. Let's go! Oh my gosh. And destroyed with Science, right? See? There's a whole holistic thing going there. Guys, if you're not familiar with Destroyed with Science, definitely go change that. Let me see, I don't know if we have any mods in the channel at the moment. So let me do my bet. Ah, see, the boop's happening. Because I'm on the wrong computer. Guys, you definitely got to go check out Destroyed with Science. And of course, I don't know if it already happened, but definitely a shout out to Liz Vega as well. What an awesome deal. Oh shit. Oh wait, and we got to get the battle royale going. Oh, so we had a battle royale. So these little duders down here, these are your stream avatars. I'll do the quick bit on it. You can go down, there's a panel, you can customize them. If you say something in chat, they'll spawn. Even if you throw an emote out, they'll spawn. And then they hang out for about an hour. Exclamation point commands brings up all the different moves they can do. There's the puppies and the ponies and the kitties. Those are super customizable, just a heads up. And then there's channel points down the bottom to give you all the different games. I noticed that we had a request for I believe it was the boss battle, and because there was a battle royale, it got ignored, so let me reinitiate that. The boss battle is just like a good old-fashioned RPG boss battle. Oh wait, no, it's just boss. Easy. There we go. Exclamation. You just do exclamation warrior, priest, or mage, and that will get you into the games. Let's go. Yeah, for Jill, you need to do join warrior, join priest, or join mage. While you guys are doing that, let's get a little bit going here. So right now we got Jamtown cruising. We're just listening to 2 cents right now. Here, let me give you a different shot. We're just listening to these 2 cents right now. There is a third, but he does that. So kind of keeping it minimalist at the second, but we do have 3 more voices ready to bring in. We just have to dial them in. And I was kind of doing that, and then you guys came in. So let's do a little bit of jamming, and then we'll add to it. We got 2 in the game there. Don't let that opportunity pass you by. Exclamation point warrior, priest, or mage. They all have 3 moves. You just have to put the number in. So, and you don't have to write mortal strike or whatever for their attack. You just put 1 once the game starts. And it's strategy. There's 3 moves. Usually the first one's offensive, second one's defensive, and the third one is usually some coolness. Oh my god. So many new follows here. Thank you so much, guys. Max21214. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, you need... Uh-oh. Pyro Crab sucks. I'm sorry, guys. That's too bad. That must be raw. Let's do a little bit of jamming. And then we'll circle back around and chill. Why that doesn't seem loud in my... Turn this up down here. Yes, there we go. I think that was better. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this is a weird beat. It's such a weird beat. Let's change it out. It's just such a... I don't know what's up. guys already get him? Damn. Kudos. There's a good first start. First go, first rock, first roll. Everyone should know this is why the segment. Oh, you know, fun facts. Thank you, Dirty Nasty. But yeah, you know what? I'm so hyped that Liz Vega. That I'm such a big fan and such an honor. I gotta say, I love the fact that from hanging out in the stream. I know that follows the autodidactic lifestyle, and so do we here. I love just hammering away and trying to figure it out on my own. That's what I've done with electronics, music, and lovemaking. Just hammering away until I get it right. Being told over and over, no, that's not it. But process of elimination will someday win me out. Yes, exactly. I just love the vibe at that channel. I just love the vibe on her channel. It's very, very nice. It's very nice and relaxed. You've got good music. Got good music, good vibes, good chills. It's just a great channel to hang out with. And yeah, and everyone's just really nice and obviously you guys are so cool and nice. So it's a great vibe. I just it's just such a I'm a little tickle pink. I'm a little tickle pink, just a little bit tickle pink. Oh my God, we got none other than the greatest mod alive, W, Mr. X. How you doing, mate? You're autodidactic as well, yeah. I mean, it's a fancy way to say I don't really like being taught. Where I feel I tend to learn faster or better figuring it out on my own. I don't know. But that's our channel. That's all we want to do. That's all that's what my thing is I'm like, well, you can just figure it out. There's the internet. Before that there were books. You went to the book place and you bought the book and you rented it or whatever and you read it and you go, now I know how to burp. Oh, are you kidding me? Greasy bites with those 13 bits. Are you sure all those wires are soldered? Negative. So if you guys have never seen this stuff before, you're not familiar with this, is called Eurorack. It's really, really ridiculous, honestly. But if you've ever had like a guitar pedal, you've got more than 3 guitar pedals, you know how this works. Because if you have like a chorus, a distortion, and a reverb, or something like that, or delay, you know that you're going to get a very different result depending on how you plug your instrument in to that and where it goes to the amp. This is the same thing, it's just to the umpteenth billionth level. Like here's an example of one that's not in there right now. The back of it, fancy pants circuit board. There's just a power cable that's connected, so that's all that's connected in the back. And then all the plumbing is done up front here. What the heck? Oh yeah. The cables are just like good old-fashioned 1/8" cables, like headphones cables, but they don't have the little sleeve. And that's it. It's we could get deeper into it. It gets a little bit deeper. There's audio signals, there's control voltage, which what modulates. There's clock signals, there's gate signals, which are on off. The clock and gate are binary signals that just are yes or no. And then within those things you can really get nuts. Like just with the last two I mentioned, having a clock and having a gate signal, something generating a gate, you can run this through various Boolean functions like XOR, NOR, AND gates, NOR gates, OR gates, and you can actually create these really funky rhythms and so forth from those, and you can get funk out of this master, which is possibly something I'm into. Possibly I'm a fan of. Enchanted Wolf, Shit Wolf, let's go! Oscillators and filters and amps, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all over the place here. So I don't want to get too thick in the weeds. Every now and then I will, but I don't want to bore you guys too much. But the way this setups work, the way these notes are generated, is kind of novel. So it's we've got a sequencer down here, and if you've ever messed with a step sequencer, they're pretty straightforward. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many steps you have. We'll say 6 steps or whatever. And this one has 16, but it has 4 banks. So each stage will put out 4 voltages at once, and they're all respective, and they all go to this different this other device I have. So you've got the 4 outputs from the sequencer. They get fed into this thing called an ornament in crime, which is the name of the module. But what it actually is it's doing is 4 sample and hold modules. And all they're doing is just taking a snapshot of what voltage is on the input. And then it closes it off and it outputs whatever that is until it gets a new voltage. Or until the clock comes in. And there's a trigger for that and so forth. So the way this is set up is the clock that's driving those 4 sample and hold circuits and the clock that's pushing the sequencer along are all the same, but they're at different times. And in order for it to work, you have to have odd and even. In order for it, otherwise it just skips along. So what you'll have is a sequence that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can make that more complicated by going 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, or 1, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. You know, you can create these much more complicated patterns, and all you do is change one setting. You don't have to think about it. You just change something, and it'll augment the pattern and augment the order of those 4 notes. And on top of that, at the stage after that, it goes into a voltage quantizer, which puts it into a chromatic scale, and you can specify which scale you want to do. We're in Dorian, and I believe we're in an E or an A. I can't remember. We're in one of those keys, and it'll shift and lock everything into that. So all our notes are being generated, and if we don't like it, or we get bored, or it just kind of like doesn't fizzle anymore, you can just shift it over, and we can grab from a different point. I have it set up to go forwards and backwards, so we can enable it to go in reverse mode and start climbing back, or actually it's in forward mode. And you'll find different notes and different note combinations. Do I have explanations why I show up? That's awesome, mate. Thank you, Dirty. Yeah, well, I'd love to, yeah, I love to explain to you guys how this stuff works, because it's not terribly complicated. You know, like, you have to come at it from different angles. Like, sometimes I've had to look at it from a panel, just looking at the front panel, and I go, okay, this is this is the audio go in, and this is where the audio come out. I got that. But what the hell are all these other ones? What the hell going on there? And so, I don't know why I did that. Like, for example, this module is extremely difficult to explain what it does. All I can really help out is that the ones that have the gold around them, those are outputs. All the ones that don't are inputs. This is they're kind of like two LFOs, but they require a trigger. Now, you can self-trigger it so they'll loop on their own. You can also make them an envelope generator. You can make them a waveform generator. You can make them an oscillator. So you can speed them up to audio rate. And there's two of them, and then they have this central core where you actually they interplay with each other, and you can get these very unique effects. So if you have two, let's say you're doing two slow moving, like just sine waves, just something that's moving like an ocean effect or whatever, and you have the two together, you'll get these cascade of the two interacting with each other. Could be things where they add to each other. Could be one where they're taking away from each other. It's just whichever output that you use. And so a lot of this is just kind of hunting and pecking. You don't need to know what you're doing when you're messing with this. A lot of it is just like, does that work? Should this do what I do? Yeah, okay, cool. So, and that's the other thing I like about modular is that you can go and look up patches. There's famous patches that people have written over the years, and you can go and create them. There's a famous flute patch that you can do with the Model D and a comb filter, and you feed it back into itself, and the comb filter makes the noise in the comb make the sound of a flute, and then you have it's pretty cool. I resemble that of Mark. But so that's how our notes are going right now. We need to add to that. We're just listening to two synths right now, the Model D and the Neutron. They're probably my favorite. Oh, before I move on, I just want to say too, if this looks at all interesting to you and you have a musical propensity, if you want to get into this, but you don't want to go open up Sweetwater and your wallet, there's a software out there that emulates this almost perfectly, and it's super powerful. It's called VCV Rack, Victor Charlie Victor. It's free to download. There are paid versions, but you don't need to get the paid versions. They basically just add extra features. You may want them, but if you just want to dip your toes and see how this works, or try to get your head wrapped around it, you can get that program for free, and it doesn't require a super powerful computer. I've used it on an old laptop, and it works fine. You do hit your edge, but it's pretty far out there, and it has literal clones of modules in the real world, so you can even use it to try before you buy. Before you go, and if you actually had Eurorack modules and you're like, well, I want to get ABC 123, but man, it's $700. That's a lot of money to pay for a module. Well, here it is in VCV Rack. Let me see if it does what I want it to do. It does not. I saved myself $700. Yeah, here, let me give you the link real quick here. Ah, you bugger. Hates me. There we go. So you can go check that program out. It's free to download. It's open source, so you can develop for it as well. So if that's something that you got in your wheelhouse, you can even go that route. It's a big Rosetta Stone, big key to open up for this. And then on the other hand of it, if you don't like software, you don't like using a computer, or you want to get into the hard world, and you want to get into this, but you don't want to spend a bunch of money, I highly recommend something like. So I have the Neutron. This one looks weird. The Neutron's normally red with black print, but I have an overlay on mine. The Neutron, and then there's other little subs. There's stuff from Moog and other companies. This one's just the cheapest one I know of. and it has the most functionality. And out of the box, it has a USB input, so you could plug it into your computer. You don't need an audio interface. It has a headphone, so you can just plug your headphones in and start messing around. It's completely turnkey for anybody that was wanting to get into. You don't, I mean, you just need something to pump notes into it, is basically it. Oh! 420 Haze Blaze! 420 again. I think that... Wait, oh yeah. I don't think I turned this guy on. I think I just held him in my hand. I own like 12 cents, but I only use 5. I know, right? And that's why I don't have any more. I don't have any. I have a Z1 that's tucked away, but that's about it. It's just for sentimental value. MS-20, Yamaha PSR. Oh, cool. DX21, Waldorf Streifett, Alesis Nano Piano, and Modal Electric's Cobalt 8M. I don't know. I don't think I know that one. Thank you for that dab. Similar note. How you doing? Oh my gosh, we got all the crew in here. This is a fantastic day. The Roland TR-08. Do you like that? I've been thinking about picking it up. To have a little machine. I think I was going to borrow one from my buddy. But I haven't. Is that another dab? Oh, shit. Okay, let me grab another drink really quick here. I'm done with my beverage here. And then we'll add some more on. Let's see here. Ouch. I had to get, I don't know how many fans of the movie Blue Velvet are in here. But I had to get Frank's favorite drink. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Only use the Phil Collins in the air. There you go. So we have a thermal camera, but the frame rate really doesn't cut it for feeling it in the air tonight. Oh no. All right. We got another dab. Let's get this dab, and then we're going to add some synths on here. We got to get ready. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we got like 30 minutes before SynthON. We're going to get right in our Ray Train. Anybody that hasn't, it's new, the channel came in earlier. We're doing SynthON's 808 Fest. If you guys are looking for music, you need some jams. Obviously, you guys came from a music channel, a lot of you. If you're wanting some more electronic jams, it's all over the place. But definitely, I think we got let me throw the link up for GSG. There you go. This is what we're joining in on here in about a half hour. It's put on by this wonderful collection of artists and musicians and music lovers called the Golden Shrimp Guild. And they have monthly raid trains that they do throughout the year. And they started back in, I think a lot of us, back in the COVID days. And it's been going strong, and it's a massive, massive party, really good time. And it's a non-stop raid train, so you can just let that thing go. And, you know how raid trains are. You can be able to hop in and you're like, oh, follow. You know, I love the scat. Sub, bits, laser beams, cigars, the ghost of Neil Young's dog. Something like that. The 909 is a different beast. Yes, yes. So we're celebrating the 808 Fest, but I don't have an 808. I have a 909. So Dig, you probably would be into this. So the 909 I have here. So I'll take my phone off soon. So this is called the Nava. It's co-produced from Electronics. It does have an Erica Synths logo on it, but that's who makes the case. So if you're looking for a completely accurate reproduction of the 909 or I don't know about the 808. I'm almost positive it's the same thing. That's the best thing I've found, and I've been able to get in contact with a couple of different clones. I haven't tried the modern clones yet, like the ones that came out recently. However, I'm pretty confident this will stomp a mud hole in them because it's destroyed every commercial like Eurorack module. We've had 909 clone Eurorack modules. And the way I test this, the way I do this, is I build drum beats with both of them, and you can just feel how the kick doesn't have any energy. You can do the Pepsi challenge and know, oh yeah, I'm on the kick, that kick. Oh, I'm on the module kick, and you can do everything you can to try to tweak it. You know, gain it up, do. And I'm an audio engineer by trade, so I know how to set my environment correct. And like, yeah, it just doesn't have, that thing kicks so, it's unbelievable. So I always tell people out there to if you're looking for a one-to-one clone of those and you don't want to buy one, that is, I found that the Nava and the 808's called the Yocto. Those are about the most incredible, and one of the things that makes it, so this was one of the first things we ever made on the channel. When I first started streaming, I just started working on my drum machine that I kind of half did. And like the only components that you're putting on there are off-the-shelf components. All the off-the-shelf common components that are still made to this day and nothing's different about them, those are the ones you buy. It comes with a ton of what are known as or SIPs, or for people who don't know, SIPs, single inline package. They're like the weird chips that just have pins on one side and they stick up out of the board. They're freaking hilarious, and they're really common in 80s and 90s, well, more 80s hardware. And it comes with authentic SIPs. I don't know where they come from, but there they are. All right, we gotta get cooking. We got guests coming. Not that you all aren't guests, but you know, we got more guests coming. We got scheduled guests. That's the way to put it. And I need to at least have some jammy jams going. So we're gonna get some music coming out of this module here. I'm just kind of random with it and goofy. This module is actually a mod of a mod of a mod. It's known as the Ornament of Crimes. I mentioned it earlier. This is an ornament in crimes. 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 And this is an ornament in crimes. Now there is this guy here that almost looks like one. It's actually the clock version of it called Temps Utiles. I don't know why they do these stupid names. It's infuriating to me, but here we are. So all these Ornament and Crimes have different firmware versions on them. And this one is super unique because it has a firmware called Squares and Circles, which is supposed to emulate a bunch of like commercial modules, and it does a good job. But all these other things, the ones I mentioned, they just process control voltage. They just take notes and clocks and things like that and put out stuff. They don't put out anything that makes sound. And but this module changes that. You have to upgrade the chip on it to a different chip, but that's not a big deal. And then it's able to have, it basically has 4, so you have 4 synths that you can have. There's different types of synthesizer, and there's a basic analog synth model. There's one that uses the Mutable Instruments braids. And then there's a couple other ones. Let's see. I can't remember how to, there we go. You also have drums, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's a wave shaping oscillator, there's an FM oscillator, there's a grain synthesizer, there's an additive synthesizer, there's a wavetable synthesizer, there's a chord, and a resonator. Oh! What's going on here? Grim 666. Those are my favorite numbers and my favorite formation. That's pretty slick. Thank you for the follow. Back to what I was saying. So you got a lot of options. Most of these, they'll take up 2 channels. Like the resonator will take up 2 channels, and I think the grain and the chord do 2. So we're on a single channel right now. So we'll do, and also to keep it simple, we'll just do 1 for the time being. We'll do, let's do waveform. And let me make sure it's on. Okay, so it's coming out here. I got to reflow the plumbing. And then we're going into here. Good to know. Let me turn this up. Oh, right. It has this weird bug. Oh, actually, there's 2 bugs. So one, we have to set where its trigger's coming from, and then I need to make triggers. So here's another Ornament and Crimes module. It's getting a clock signal from this duder over here, and we're going to set it up to generate triggers, which will be our note on, note off. All right, we should be hearing sound by now, though. I'm kind of disappointed. Let's see. What's going on? Unless I haven't goofed it up. Yeah, that should be right. Huh. Let me make sure it's working. Yeah. So, oh, my bad. I forgot I did this. So we can change this synth. These are the bass core tones. I kind of like that one a lot. Yeah, that one's good. Do you worry that leaving that? I don't know. I got a guy who can fix it. No, one time I got I was trying to make kind of this music video B footage, and I kind of was probably drunk, and I kind of really got all over this shit. like kind of in an embarrassing way that I think I should probably stop talking about now. If you know, it was weird, but you know. Anyways, I broke a lot of shit doing it. And but it was just mostly cables. I mostly just broke cables. I broke a couple of jacks, and there's still one in here I need to take out and resolder, but again, it's like, they're pretty easy to fix. It gives me something to do. But no, I don't feel leaving the cables in there. If you have long stacks, or if you have a lot of strain, but most of the stuff has some degree of strain relief, so it's not really that big of a deal. And I don't know. Sounds like the modal. Nice. Well, now I want that.
Now I'm into that, boy. You tell me where to get that? And how to get it on sale, because I ain't got a lot of money. If I can just not even buy it, just like get on GitHub.
That's kind of where I'm at these days. I'm just surfing GitHub now, looking for people's open source designs, and then I make them. And then I'm like, cool, it worked, and no one died. I don't know, that guy's a little dumb sounding. Okay, so there we go. We've got one going. We need to get at least a couple more. Let's see. Let's do another waveform. Oh wait, I gotta figure out where this guy's going.
That one, I want that one for my birthday party. I want that boy for my birthday. Put him. He done good.
Okay. And then we need the third one. Shit. That one's got like some... I don't know what that is. Feels good. Alright, I'm gonna put one of those. We could... I don't know, I haven't tried Wavetable in a while. Resonator is pretty cool. It's the Resonator, the Eliminator. Oh wait, what the hell is this going to? Oh wait, you know what, let's keep it... Let's do that, let's keep it that way. And... And where the hell is it going through? Oh yeah. So... So it should be working, but I'm not hearing anything. Let me make sure it's working. Huh. Yeah, I'm not hearing any. Huh. That's weird. Aw. What if it's not working right? It is, like... wait. I don't think it likes... Now I remember what I did. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into the rude boy here. Come on, my rude boy. And then that's right, we use the CV to move. Alright, that's kind of cool. Let's open this up so it's a wider pattern. Where are you going, buddy? That's too big. Sweetwater name. Big, yeah, I saw that. Didn't you post that, SynthON? I can't remember. All right, it's making some nastiness. I think we can jam on this. Let's check the kick. I don't know why I'm mouthing to you. I can say all those words. Like that feels good. So now we've got it all set up. It's kind of just driving itself. Oh, I forgot to mention one of my favorite modules that's like doing most of the heavy lifting. Our I'm sorry, yes, you must, well, you don't have to salute, but I will. This is the sloth. It makes, it basically is, you can think of it like an LFO, but it doesn't keep a pattern. It keeps the speed, but not the pattern. And how it does is it has two strange attractors, and Unity is kind of at the skew between them, and the voltage moves up and down, but sometimes it gets trapped in the center, sometimes it gets trapped in the positive, sometimes it just makes figure eights for a really long time, which would be like a normal LFO. It just is completely random, completely analog. Now it has different names. You can get it in the Ornament and Crime. It's called the Lowrents. It's spelled as a pun, by the way, so I'm not even going to spell it, but Yeah, the sloth is you can get it through the ornament, and it's actually got a lot of features that the real thing doesn't have. So, you know, you got that in it. Man, what's that fucking gnarly shit, man? I like that guy. I feel like the sense like this guy should be the kind of the main dude, the main dudette, the main riboplasm. Anyways, yeah. So the cables will fail. There's a couple of things you can do to kind of save them. So all my frac rack shit. I use these switchcrafts. They're horrible, and I committed to it. I have hundreds of them, so I have to use them until I can switch over to Cliffjacks or, you know, accept the hundreds of dollars I kind of peed out. So, but I'm not making frac right now, so who cares? But if that's the case, they're very easy to fix. You can just go in and bend them back into place. You want to shift the collars because they'll spin around and they'll short themselves out really easily. That's what's happening, I think, on the cloud generator. The ones where they're boxed in, where they have the plastic and everything around it, you're kind of limited, but well, I don't know. If it's a box, honestly, it may be easier to try to get it replaced, that jack, but you could try to bend it back into shape. I don't know. I haven't had to do that yet. Let's get some little bass on here. Let's make sure our bass is in tune. I don't even know what notes we're gonna play. All of them? Oh shit! No wait. It shouldn't have changed. Should be the same keys. Man, I feel like you're like not doing me solid here, boy. McGroggins, let's go! I said Mr. McGroggins, like, what up, Mr. Kata? I don't know, that none of that made sense, actually. How you doing, mate? Good to see ya. All right, wrong song, wrong key. All right, I think we're ready. We're chilling here in Jamtown. We're ready for the SynthON to get on. We're moments away. Refresh my browser. Fact. Oh, shit, man.
Tables, man. They done. What's that all about?
And now, they have arrived. Guys, get ready. Take your pants off. Put them back on. Take them off. Put them on. Put them on. Put them on. Put them on. And then put them back on your head. Because that's where they belong all along. Get ready for that craziness because we're getting ready for that piping hot. Ready or not, Antler Jones coming in with that big bop. Oh my God. Let's go. SynthON is on. 808 Fest is happening now. Ricky606 with that follow. So tasty. Thank you so very much. Antler Jones, I was unable to catch the stream. I'm going to have to check the VOD if you make that magic happening. How was the stream? How were the jams? Were you able to land successfully at Sky Harbor International Airport? Where I may or may not live. Well, I don't live in the airport. That's weird. But I may live in the city where the airport's at. Actually, I do. We flew to your town? Ah, nice. It's a kind of a big city, to be fair. You know, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying. Oh, you went to the... So you were able to land at the Chandler one? You know what? There's a one over in Chandler, and yeah, and I think and that would totally work for big planes because I think that's where UPS and FedEx and a bunch of their planes come in and out, and I think it's a plane for that or a runway for that. So perfect. Yeah, because it looked like it was just surrounded by warehouses and like shipping yards and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I bet these are like everybody's packages. Well, the more you know. Made it anyways. Well, that other airport wouldn't have worked at all. That place was amazing. It was kind of I don't know if it's a once in a lifetime experience. I could maybe hit the guy up again, but so that I know about that airport because I went and got my computer, my old laptop, and I got it from this guy who owned a computer repair shop, and this friend of mine referred him and everything, and I go in and like he takes care of me and everything, and as I'm leaving, I notice like, oh, let me back up. So the building is an old, I don't want to say that it was an insane asylum because that sounds really dramatic, but that's what they did. So all the offices and everything is just glass walls because they were old cells or rooms that they would put people in. And so in the entry, there's this giant, all this glass room, and there's all these classic arcades. And he's like, you want to go play them? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go over there and play, and it's pretty cool. He's got just all these games that look like they were just made yesterday. Like everything, the monitor, everything's perfect. He invites me, Mrs. Hirasi, and this other family, this other couple we knew, over to his house and to check out his planetarium. And we start driving to his neighborhood, and we start passing by these houses, and they're literally like the houses in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the opening. And it's like all these giant gothic crazy mansion shit. I didn't even know I didn't even know this neighborhood existed. And we're cruising through it, and we get to the house, and it's It's a ranch house, so it's a single-story house, but it's huge. It's just massive. It has one two-car garage, and then a door for a single car, and then another door for a single car, and then another door for a single car. And that garage was added on. So anyways, we go into his house, we meet his wife and everything, and then we go to the planetarium, which is in the backyard. And you ascend down in these stairs, and it's this amazing round circular room. He has a screen to project onto that's just like this perforated material, so you can put speakers and everything behind it. And he also has like an actual old planetarium projector that's like, it looks like something from Aliens. It's just wild looking. Has like mercury switches and all this crap. He's like, he mentioned that he doesn't even know how safe it is to move it because there's so much mercury in it. And he's like, yeah, if it breaks, you're done for. And I'm like, well, I don't think it's like toxic waste. I think it's just really bad to chew on. But anyways, so we do all that, and we're hanging, and it's really fun experience, really fun time. And we go and take a smoke break. And we leave the planetarium, we go up, and we're like, we'll just come to the garage. And some people are smoking, a couple of people are smoking cigarettes. I myself, not a cigarette smoker anymore, smoking the gotch. And I'm asking him questions the whole time. I'm hitting my bat, and I'm like, hey, so what's with these arcades? Because he's got all these other arcades. He's like, yeah, I restore the monitors for that as well, and I restore those. And I was like, oh my god. And then it was like, wait, I thought we were in your garage. And he's like, well, no, it's part of my garage. My garage is over there. So that all those garage doors that I mentioned earlier, those were on the other end of his hangar. Because there's a giant, we were in an aircraft hangar for his little Cessna. I assume it was a prop plane, single engine prop. And I realized like that door opened up like a big overhead door for a hangar. And I'm like, wait a minute. Can you just, wait, your plane? He's like, yeah, I can just drive it right out, and then I can take it onto the runway. And I'm like, no shit. That's super convenient. You don't have to pay for storing it at the air park. You just park it in your butt. That's cool. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable, like, what was going on there. And I always want to go back. He's a really nice dude, too. He's a nice cat. And, but, oh my god. Aside from having a bajillion hobbies, he's got a plane in his backyard. Andromedus, you're too kind. We have a subdivision where I live that's built into a pilot's. They all have the hangars attached there. Yeah, right? It's crazy. Well, these were multi-million-dollar homes for sure. They were mansions. I mean, he had the most sensible-looking house out of all of them. But when I was trying to find the airport for Antler Jones, I was looking, and I was trying to find the planetarium and all this stuff, and I was looking around, and there's like people with literally planes parked in their backyard, and they're nice. They're nicer than my man's little single engine prop. All right, we should get cooking, right? Maybe make a jam. Maybe snap a couple of feet. I told you the pilot story, so I think that's really the most important. You guys also know one of the great not the greatest, but there is the great entire robot. I cannot. Please do not compare me to such greatness. I am still learning. I got this bass back in January from a friend of mine. I said, man, I really would like a good bass. I have a bass, but it's a piece of junk, and I really don't like it. I go, I kind of would love to get a 5-string. And he's like, dude, I bought a 5-string last year. And it's the first one I've ever bought. I don't like it. I don't like the extra string. I'll sell it to you. I'm like, are you sure? And he goes, yeah, yeah. The only problem is it's yellow. And I'm like, I don't care what it looks like. I'm like, as long as it doesn't look absurd or stupid, I don't care. In fact, if it's absurd or stupid, I'll probably like it more. And this was a nice go-between. And yeah, I played it for literally 10 seconds, not plugged in, just pulled it out of its case, plopped it on my foot, and plopped it on my leg, and just started, and just, yeah, I'll take it, dude. Yeah, yeah. You said 3? There you go. Highlighter, yo. And then I've just been trying to learn fingerstyle. I haven't put a pick to this yet. So there's no pick clippings on there. Just that's all skin and dust. Skin. So that's 2 octaves up. Pretty decent. I need to get it set up a little bit. This string, one of these string buzzes. Everything, there's nothing I can do to get it to not. So it needs to get set up here. But honestly, I think that's the worst. This low B needs a little bit of love, but that's pretty atypical for a big fat string. It's always gonna buzz. It's really like I think a lot of it has to do with trying to find that sweet spot. So that you don't smack it and get it all bzz, bzz, bzz. But I was just gonna have it set up, but that's about the only thing. This is factory. This is how it came out of the box. It's crazy. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers has a ton of instructional. Oh yeah, I should check that out. So I follow a lot of, and this is one of the great things about learning an instrument these days, or getting into anything like this. There is as long as you have the internet, there's so much content, so much information, so many people willing to share their info that it's just, there's no excuse why you can't figure it out. The only reason is you. But one of the things I started doing, I followed like a bunch of different little Instagram, and one's like Bass Nerd or something like that, and it's just like different techniques every day, or every couple of days, the videos, and a lot of it is just like, most of it's out of my league, but one of them covered the bass, or the flea thing, and it's like basically his pattern for strumming, because he like does something, I can't recall what it is, but he has a certain pattern where he does it, and they're like, if you can learn that pattern, you can play any Flea song, any of those songs. He always does that, or not all of them, but he does that thing a lot, and it's pretty. There is other riffs and people that use that, but he really uses that, and it's a cool sounding riff too. There's no reason not to. Alright. We got a battle royale. Best of luck. Let's get some jams going. I feel obliged to jam. Thing sounds nasty. Nasty. More. This is what I want. More. Yes, nasty. I don't know what notes it is. I should wait, that was right. It's a little too hot, them hats. Oh, yo! I'm not a bloody DJ coming in with that. Follow. Me neither. Well, I was. I was into turntablism. So that doesn't count. So I don't have an 808. I have a 909 though. That'll be next month. Maybe. I don't want to make promises that I can't. So, gentlemen, it's my pleasure. I'm such honored. I'm just honored, manly. Zevis, oh my goodness. Yes, it has been a little bit. Good to see you, mate. Here, let's break it down. Let's break it down. How you doing? No, it's an absolute honor always to do SynthON. Today's been a big honor. We got the SynthON thing and we got rated by Liz Vega, who's another fantastic streamer and musician and artist. And it's just like, I don't know, kind of a big deal. I'm kind of like you guys, SynthON, the Golden Shrimp, all this. This is big. I'm trying to play it cool though. I'm cool about it. I'm cool. God damn it, I'm fucking cool. Look how cool I am. I'm not overwhelmed or really excited. This is like the least cool thing that's happened to me today because that's how cool I am. Yeah, gotta play it cool. Very cool, stupid fuck. Don't tell them to hurt her. What that one guy? I remember what. There it is. Oh my god, that's so hard on your arms. Hold up. I should just play harmonics. That doesn't really work over there. Oh, we got a dab up in there. One more time. I don't like that. We'll change this up. Right here. That's crazy. I don't know why that thing is pushing up so much. Where's this coming from? Oh. From a thing that only pushes up. Okay, that makes sense now. Let's do a triangle here. Or you know what? Let's go to our buddy, Mr. Sloth. We'll do a medium speed. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's go. I just kind of drooled on myself there. I shouldn't have said anything. You guys would have been, well, you know, it's best to admit your failures than to pretend like no one saw them on camera. That old saying. Let me do this dab, and then we'll get funk. I think this is out of dab. Oh, it is. Oh, it's so sad. Don't worry, I can fix it. I went to something. Cab repairman school. Alright, we're reloaded. That looks good in there. Looks happy. Second here. Alright. Let's bring that. I don't know, I love it. Oh, we can do a little ride. Oh, you bet, Thomas. You bet, you bet. It's fun being here. Here, I'll give you guys an alternate view. Look at that. Alternate view. There you go. I call that song, Please Stop Punching My Balls. I've paid my amount. Can I please make it stop? Ooh, did I step on something? Oh, something hurts. Oh no, it's just crazy neurological disorders or something. Alright. We got some crazy frog sounds. We gotta take it down. It's, I don't know, some of you, I know we got a lot of Euro mates here. It's the afternoon bound over there, right? About, give or take. It's getting there, it's at least in the morning. A little early still, maybe, some. Anyway, whatever, I don't know. Let's take it down just a little bit. Not necessarily a slow jam. You don't need to hold your sweetie tight. I really should use this module. so mad. I spent so much work getting it, and I don't need it anymore. Let's try just having it play everything. I never did finish that. I think it's just one here. I think I changed enough here that it will be another hit song about being punched in the genitals. That's all my material is about, really. I didn't know if you guys realized that. Like, every song, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of there. I don't hide it too much. Like my song, Kicking the Nuts, Punching the Balls, Oh My Jewels Are Crushed, Smashed Balls, lots of that. Smashed Balls, anyways. It's a whole like album series on it. It's pretty cool. Here, let's do a little, before we bring Homeboy in, let's just have a jam for a bit. It's a little bit easier to play synths and not play the bass at the same time. Where are you coming from, bro?
Yeah, boy, I'm gonna change that. That's not cool. Let's just do something different. What was that? What if I change this? What's what? Hold up. Who run things? I said, who run things? I run things. Right on mercy. What the fuck is it?
Alright, that's pretty good. Should bring these guys in. They never get to play. What is that? Come on now, stretch your neck. Welcome in. By the way, I should probably mention this before I get really deep into this. Balls deep. So if you've never been to this channel before, you've never seen this stream before, you kind of like the music, or maybe, it's cool, it's cool. But I should mention, that's not normally what we do here. It's one of the things we do here. Come on, buddy. It's kind of hot, so I'm just going to let it go for a second. But I'll get back to it. Alright, I think he's calmed down. So, we do DIY electronics. Almost everything here is DIY. And our big goal is to get you into soldering, get people into soldering, or at the very least, just talk about synths and stuff. You know, if you're wanting to get into this, or it's something that's always interested you, and you want to find out, maybe you did soldering, and a lot of people, they did it, and it looked like crap. I figured out a couple of things you can do that make it a lot easier, that helps out a lot of people, and whatnot. And you know, 99 times out of 100, it seems to be going pretty good. But the thing is, that's remarkable to me is, I mean, you see all this. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of money, and a lot of solder. It's doing its thing. I might have to let it do its thing. But it's well within everyone's wheelhouse. I never went to school for any of this. Anything at all. I don't know anything. I don't know how. I basically understand assembly. I'm a little bit getting further into the deeper stuff, but at its root, I feel like if you just understand that you got to put the round peg in a round hole, etc., you'll be fine. And all the other challenges that come in there, they're pretty easy. And most of them are all one-time issues. Once you figure out, oh, I need to do this instead of that, problem never comes back again. It's really, really a great skill, too, to build up. And in this day and age with electronics, well, I guess electronics have been around for over a century, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of stuff that breaks. It's cheap crap. And you might be able just to fix it with a little bit of other cheap crap. That's another part, too. I'm not saying trying to save that toaster that you bought. That's kind of a dangerous thing to tinker with. But, you know, all kinds of stuff breaks. You know, a headphone, a USB jack breaks off of your cable or whatever. Might be able to help you with that. And, oh, my credentials. I'm an audio engineer by trade. I've been doing it for since 2010, professionally. Before that, it was something I was very, very passionate about, and I did for free for several years prior to that. But, makes me want to bust my butt open and show you what's inside. Wait, that doesn't make sense. That sounds horrific. No, my credentials are that, and I do corporate audio and stuff like that. So these are meetings, these are giant like events and so forth, and the audio absolutely has to be perfect. There cannot be anything wrong, or they will fire you. So I'm at that spot. I do system design and system tech as well, and RF coordination and all these other things that are kind of in that whole industry. So I'm fairly well-rounded. Still got a lot to learn. Still got a lot more I could be doing. But
I'm doing this now, boy, so shut up. change that up, boy. I don't like that. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get crazy with this. Hold up. God damn it. Hit the two buttons at the same time.
So we're gonna put this into tap mode. Alright, now I'm gonna turn that down because that was asinine loud. Alright.
Now we gonna change it up more, son. Get ready. Really? That's what it is? There we go, boy. We just need a swing. I'll tell you, sometimes a swing is what you need.
Hey Barney, welcome in, mate. Good to see ya. We're just kicking it here for SynthON 808 Fest. Making some jams. Without an 808 though. I don't have one. I think we were talking about it the other day. I could get the companion to the Nava, which is the Yocto.
Yocto. Let me tell you, Yocto. Let me tell you about the Yocto.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. What do we got up in here? We got none other than Speedra Zer. Speedra Zer. Coming in with that follow. Thank you so much. Really? Let's change that. Oh, it says it's there. Ah, that's bad. Oh shit. No way, it's still on. .808 is great, but the 909 is fine. I got my MDMA medicine delivered? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's weird. Oh yeah, because this guy never stops. He's insane. Let's fix that. Let's change it back to this duder over here for now. And that way we can not be troubled. There it is. Okay, I felt like there was some drift. I can't account for it. Where you do that? I'm not good at that. to get weird. That's a weird one. That's gonna clunk funky. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. It's gotta roll itself out, make itself tasty. I'm using a lot of dough making references. I feel like I should get back into the pastry game. It's a missing game. Speedra is. Let me try that again. Speedra, so if HAL 9000 was musically inclined, he might look like this. Ooh, interesting. Maybe. Just wow, I'm Crafter Clever, peace, chat, and sound looks great. Awesome, mate. Well, I'm very happy you like it. Thank you, Sia. No, oh shoot, no, let me do this. Okay, I got untangled. So, if anybody's never been... Actually, I got more tangled. How the oh, well. Oh, wait, I get what I have to do. Turn yourself around, that's fine. Ouch. So, if you've never been to this channel before, you've never seen us, you've never seen me, this is Jamtown. That's what we call it. It's just a modular synth, half Euro rack, half frac rack, all machine. Nearly all of it's DIY, and about half of it we've made on the channel. The other half I made before I started streaming. And our goal on this channel is to get people into this stuff. If it's something that's always been curious to you, but you didn't know where to start, you didn't know what to ask, you didn't know where to go, maybe you tried and you failed, didn't work out for you, whatever. Our channel is working around that. Most of the time, if you look at our old VODs, you'll see we have a mat, and we're always doing soldering and electronics and building these things, troubleshooting these things, fixing these things, and everything around them. Saying we'll be working on a JX3P and this weird fancy home audio power strip tomorrow. I thought we fixed it, but it stopped working again. So I'm gonna have to take the brain out and look at it again, see what's wrong. I don't know how we fixed it before. But yeah, and our music streams, so last week of the month we usually hang out in Jamtown. We'll do that. We're in here and just working on the stuff that we've made. A couple of the new additions is this buffers here and this micro Hovey, but we have a lot more to add. I just need to get around to flashing it. We have a ton of these crazy mutable instrument variants, like people's re-envisions of a lot of mutable designs, and then smaller versions and wonkier versions. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's inspired from Emily LETZ's work, and but we got to flash them. It's a big pain. I keep exposing myself, but nothing happens. I just don't think I have it. You know. Now, actually, I have to get gear to get it, but that was a bad joke. I'm gonna back out. Do your neighbors' lights dim when you stream? No. Actually, that's a good question. As far as the current draw in here, do we want to play real quick? Does anyone want to play guess? Do you want to guess what it is? Anybody? We can do that. I'll give you a couple seconds here to guess what the current draw is. I'll give you two numbers. I'll give you two ranges. One is with all this gear on right now that you see right now. The others is if we turn these two speakers on. They're currently not on, but I have two different numbers for both of those situations. I'll give you a little I wasn't talking to you, robot. I'll give you a little background. As far as the powering of these units, there are three power supplies. One is a 3 amp. This is on the DC side. This is not on the AC side. So it's 3 amp DC that powers all the. It's a bi-rail, and there's two 15 amp rails or 15 volt rails. They power all this system known as frac rack. Then there's another one exactly like it, but it's dialed into 12 volts. It's 3 and a little extra because it's lower voltage, and it powers all the Eurorack stuff. And then this case here has another power supply that's 800 milliamps. It powers all the frac rack digital. I'll soon be getting another power supply, so I can just divide up all the Eurorack stuff, so I have everything running on digital on its own power supply versus the analog stuff, so they can keep it separate. There's a couple of reasons to do it, but basically it just solves problems that can come up if you just do it that way. You don't have to, but when you get it, the more crap you add in, the more rooms for these weird problems. If you just separate your power supplies, the problem isn't a big deal. But and the digital stuff takes way more juice, way more current than the analog stuff. So it's kind of nice to when you're adding these digital modules in to like be able to go, well, this is another current hog. This is another. How many current hogs do I have on this chain? And be able to check it in. Hey, Sargosa, let's go. Sargosa with the dab, even better. All right, so 12 amps was a guess. Not bad. Would you believe it if I told you that according to I have a little kilowatt, it's 2.2 to 2.4 amps when it's running. Somewhere in that range. Sometimes it kind of does this weird little like waft up to 2.4, but it's somewhere in that range. Now when we turn these speakers on, it'll bump it up to about 2.6, 2.8, and I believe they're AB. They're Class AB amps inside. There's two per there's two per cabinet. So, and when you run it, it sits at around 2.6, 2.8, and if you blast the volume up, it will push up to 3.2, 3.6. But if you push it really hard, it will find an equilibrium, and it will settle down and just deliver all the volume, but not start asking for more current. It's pretty interesting. You can get them now really dirt cheap on the internet. These little kilowatts and different versions that read it out. If you can find one that have really high refresh rates that read it really quick, those are the ones you really want to get. The old kilowatts are pretty decent, but it gives you a really interesting sense of like how current flows, especially things like inrush current. When you first turn something on, to combat inrush current on these systems, the frac rack has a delay that basically when you turn it on, it has a relay switch and a little timer that just goes. So when I first turn this thing on, it goes and then turns on, and that's another reason you don't really. I mean, it doesn't matter, but you don't really want your digital stuff on that because it's kind of mean. But so everything goes on that, and what it's doing is everything has tons and tons of capacitors, and those things are huge current hogs when they first ask to be charged. And so when you turn on the power, it just keeps asking for more and more current as it's charging up all these caps and filling all these bypass caps. And it will freak out the power supply, and it will trigger a fault and shut off one of the, usually one or two of the rails. And this happens with all types of power supplies, not just mine, but different commercial ones. And so the way around that, a lot of the commercial ones now have delayed or like ramp up current. They do different things to kind of try to combat that problem and still be a tiny thing, like only be 1 amp DC, but still be able to power 20 modules. It's because it'll have that voltage regulate or that current regulation. Yeah, it is warm. I will tell you that. It does produce a lot of heat. It's not insane, but I've aimed my thermal camera at these panels alone, and they just glow. Like glow, and it's not reflecting from the IR. It's like, yeah, you could just put your finger on the yeah, like this is all kind of cold because there's not much going on there, but then you get into here and down here, and it's like you feel it's warm. So goes to thinking for that dab, and Faramundo 693 with that follow. Let's go, mate. Welcome in. I'm so happy. Man, today was a good day. Kind of still blown away. Oh, we're about ready to raid out, aren't we? Let me check. Stand by. Let me make sure. Am I remembering right? Is it 2:30 or did I get the time wrong? I have Mr. Magoo up. Let's see. I don't see them streaming yet. So we'll stand by until that happens. Until I get word from the people. Oh my god, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Speed Razar, you just found us and you subscribed? Big heart, mate. Big heart. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Wow. Man, today is humbling. I'm like mega humbled. I'm like, oh, you guys are so cool. Right, play it cool. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the sub. Gotta be cool. Gotta play cool. Thanks for the sub, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, I seriously, sometimes I feel like I'm too dorky on it, and I'm like, I gotta play it cool, like those big streamers that are like, thanks for the 746 months. And you're like, Jesus Christ, man, that's a lot of months. Take care. Whoa.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to code LETZ 3. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1
Okay.
sub to King of the Ocean 33.
Mates, this is twice. Anonymous is gifted. I don't know if it's the same Anonymous. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? That's the second time they've gifted 5 subs on this stream.
An anonymous
Wow.
user gifted a tier 1 sub to mutants _Leonid_my_.
Big heart, mate. Thank you so much.
An anonymous user
And these are great
gifted a
cats,
tier
too.
1
I know
sub
these
to
cats. I went to school with them. Some of them. Codeplex. King of the Ocean. Circle R. Mutants. All right. Strain. Let's go. Thank you again for your generous 5 gifts. I really appreciate that. And they're going to appreciate not only that ad-free life that is annoyingly implemented into the system, but, you know, it is what it is. But those sweet emotes.
We got Meanwhile.
We got Frylock. I can't do a Frylock. I could try. No, I can't. I got to work on that. I could do a shake too, but it's just yelling, so it doesn't really work. And but I can do Carol, so that's not so bad. You know, if you need like to have your brain like totally ruined, you just ask for Carol. I'll do it for you. Or my cousin Terry. Oh, I think I see Mr. Magoo. I think that's them. Yeah. Oh, man, I could have sworn I have that video somewhere. I think I have that same stock footage. Although it's probably OG, and I'm gonna be a jerk about that. No. Okay, well, I think it's about time to head over to there then. Guys. Wow. Wow. Tonight, whatever it is, I don't know. Wow. That's all I have for it. I completely, I don't have any words. I just thank you so very, very much. You guys have been absolutely killer. We've had some really awesome raids today, and we're kicking off. We're just kicking off SynthON strong, so strong. For those who maybe wandered in or don't know what's going on, we're gonna get ready to raid out to another artist, another musician, and that's gonna keep going and going and going for days. Not kidding. Exclamation point GSG will bring up their link, and you can go and follow that if you don't know what I'm talking about. And otherwise, we can go ahead and raid in and you know, see our buddy, Mr. Magoo. Let's see. Let me get them in the. Okay, I got starting soon. All right, I see him. Let me do the old Control C, Control L, Control D, Apple, Pear, Sasquatch. There we go. Thank you, Dad. Who's that on your shirt? Oh, yeah, today's shirt, because I switched up. I used to have a lav mic, but I switched over to headset mic. It's The Exorcist. It's just a silly movie shirt.
The Exorcist, starring a guy with bad makeup and a melty face.
You know what? He actually makes me feel like that's what I'm gonna look like when I get like mega old, and that kind of makes me sad. I've been really struggling with that lately. I'm kidding. I struggle with so much other things. Oh, are you kidding me? I did not know that, Sargosa. No, it was totally, I don't want to say that I have a spreadsheet with the shirts that I'm wearing, but anyways. So let's head over to Mr. Magoo and get this rocking and rolling over to them. They are waiting patiently. Whoa, almost fell like a goofus. Okay, there we go. Now I see it. All right, guys. You know the phrase. You know the love. I have so much for you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to be back tomorrow in the lab. We're going to be doing some more troubleshooting, more work, and I need to move these lights and stuff around. And we're going to work on the JX3P, try to make sure that it's broke, and we got to get a new chip. And then the same thing with the fancy pants power strip that we're fixing. But nonetheless, hope to see you guys there. Have a good rest of your day, night. Have a good SynthON. And let's work on GTFO, you know? The GTFO. Let's see. Okay, I got the thing here. Alright. Looks good. Alright guys, take care. Let's head on over.